Hello, welcome everybody. This is a trade setup that we gave this morning in the trade room, and as I told everyone about the potential liftoff, that we had a confluence of strong support from monthly, weekly pivot analysis in the euro. You could see clearly as we started to talk about that. I said one of my big things is I don't trust daily pivots, especially after a daily holiday, but monthly and weekly pivot analysis. The market, the euro currency, slightly overstretched to the downside. And while we weren't looking to pick a bottom, the algo system was short. I was telling you that the volume action was looking very suspicious, bullish, had a little bullish convergence pattern, suspicious not to trust being short in the hole. And as I stated, turn your algos on long. And as you can see, we did generate and fired off a algo optimized buy here long, and it's already up 20 cents on, and then has gotten out of one, long two, out of one. So I mean, just if you think about it, a 20-cent move is $250 on a one lot. This is a two lot, so you're out of half, and then we're trailing the stop in the balance. So long two, out of one, still long. I don't, if it goes up, great. If it comes back down, it's going to probably stop out underneath the last conditional change or something like that. And we also have a built-in factor of holding period, holding time. But that is all about the Algo Optimizer version number 16. That's what we're using here in this, as we were talking about today in the live trading room. Now let's take a look at S&Ps, because S&Ps, to me, it's kind of a day where the breadth of the market, the advanced decline has been kind of negative all day, but we did form a little 15-minute high-close doji. The volume's looking more cumulative rather than like a big sell-off is coming. So I would really look to see if we get any break back above 29 even on the S&Ps. We're at 94 3/4. Let's get over to the S&P page real quick and get into that analysis real quick. So here's the story. The S&Ps, we did form an orange buy setup right now. The system actually just went long, so we'll see how that all works out. What I was talking about is because it took out a last conditional change over here. This guy right there took out that and then formed an orange candle, which is a high close doji, and went long. We are seeing an uptick in volume. So if we get positive as the day wears out, if the advanced decline in the S&P, and that's this right here, we're 209 versus 291. So we're more biased negative. Decliners are in the S&P 500. There's 3 to 2 negative versus positive. So if this switches back from, if we go to 209, 240, 250, 260, and by around the 3 o'clock time frame, Eastern Standard Time, that gives us a more biased, a bullish bias going into the close. And so on this particular setup, the profit target's probably going to be minimal at around the 94, and then the 94 entry. It will probably trail out initial profit target around 99, so 5-point move, and then it'll trail the balance, whatever happens there. But what I really wanted to just bring to your attention was the euro currency. Great analysis about the multiple confluence levels of pivot support. As the day progresses and in the week progresses, we will update some more videos on the Algo Optimizer and how it's producing in this environment, which is delivering fantastic results. As long as you kind of have an idea of, if you have this thing programmed and you've done your back test and your homework, you know what to expect, and you're just asking it to execute trades that you would want to do yourself with just automatic exits on the profit and then trailing stops on the balance. That's it. Phenomenal stuff, gang. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope that answered the questions on what the setup was for the euro currency and why. Thanks, gang.